Hello friends, a great welcome to my channel. Today we are going to cover Chronicles of a Death, Foretold, a very famous novella by Latin American writer Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This is a very important topic for Delhi University Semester 6, Paper 14 subject for BA English Honours students. Take down all the notes and this is really going to be helpful for your examination. Let us know about this writer. 1927 to 2004 is the lifespan. He was a Latin American author and winner of Nobel Prize 1982. Master of a style known as magic realism. Magic realism के लिए बहुत जाने जाते थे. He was and remains Latin America's best known writer, I must say. Now let us know about this book. First published in 1981 in Spanish, and then translated into English next year, that is 1982. As per the word limit, we will not call it to be a novel but a novella. Novella by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, published in 1981, and it tells the form of a pseudo-journalistic reconstruction and the story of the murder of Santiago Nesser by Vicario twins. There are two twins. In the name of honor killing, they murder one person whose name is Santiago Nesser, and it is said to be based upon a true story. Some facts are changed to give it a fictional version, fictional disguise. Let us talk about this real case which inspired this novel. That real case really generated a stir in Colombia and beyond. The real person's name was Margarita. Margarita, a newlywed wife, was escorted back to her parents' house on January 22, 1951. This is the real incident I am talking about. In the small Colombian town where her husband, Miguel Reyes Palencia, learned that she was not virgin on his wedding night. Palencia, a wealthy family member who owned land, beat his wife and made her reveal who her lover was. Even husband ने अपनी wife को एक knife offer कर दिया. He offered her a knife to kill Satyanarayana Gentle Cimento after she identified him as a buddy, as a friend, as a drinking companion of his. So, person को identify कर लिया गया. It was a family friend, Satyanarayana Gentle Cimento, and Victor and Joaquin Chica Salas, the brothers of Margarita. Margarita जो कि newlywed थी, उनके दो brothers, Victor and Joaquin. They assassinated Caetano in the middle of the town square to protect the family's honor. इंडिया में भी बहुत बार होता है ना, murders, assassinations in the name of honor killing. Newspapers published numerous pieces detailing the recollections, sentiments and ideas of those connected to crime. मीडिया के लिए तो ऐसी न्यूज बहुत एक प्राइज की तरह होती है. ऐसा कोई भी टेरर होता रहे, इट इज गुड ऑलवेज फॉर मीडिया. मीडिया बहुत दिनों तक इन सबको, इस पूरे इंसिडेंट को, इससे जुड़े हुए लोगों के व्यू पॉइंट्स को, सेंटिमेंट्स को, इमोशंस को पब्लिश करता रहा. This is the wedding photograph of this recently married couple, Margarita and Miguel. In 1994, Miguel filed a case in court demanding that Marquez pay him 50% of the profits earned from the novel. Look at this person, Miguel. First, compelled wife to murder a person and then asking for some share in profit. As he said कि it was based on his story, मेरी life story पर based था. ऐसे कैसे आपने story लिख दी? The character of Beardo San Roman was modeled on him. His claim was dismissed, luckily, by a court in 2011, and the court said this: Mr. Miguel Reyes Palencia could never have told the story as a writer Gabriel Garcia Marquez did, and could never have employed the literary language that was actually used. So ये work जो है अपने आप में masterpiece है. No credit goes to this person Miguel. The work is characterized by its originality and his case was dismissed. I've been telling you that this novel is based on the actual events, but there are so many changes too. Let us see what the changes are. It is fiction, the first thing. The novel departs from reality in a number of small details. Let us see each detail. Although Margarita and Chimento acknowledged having a relationship, Angela's assertion that Santiago is her lover is never proven to be genuine. हमारी स्टोरी की फीमेल प्रोटैगनिस्ट का नाम है एंजेला और एंजेला रियली हैड द रिलेशनशिप विद द पर्सन हु वाज मर्डर्ड बाय द एंड ऐसा कभी प्रूफ नहीं मिला स्टोरी में, which is the most significant way in which story diverges from reality. In reality, Margarita remained to live alone while Miguel Reyes Palencia remarried. So in reality क्या हुआ था, जो न्यूली वेड वाइफ थी वो तो हमेशा अकेली रही थी, लेकिन हस्बैंड ने दोबारा शादी कर ली थी. And Beardo in the story return to Angela. हमारी स्टोरी में that husband and wife, they fall in love with each other later on and the husband returns to the wife. Although the actual murderers were not twins, the Vicario brothers are. हमारी स्टोरी के जो ब्रदर्स हैं जिन्होंने ऑनर किलिंग की है दे आर ट्विंस, लेकिन एक्चुअल स्टोरी में ट्विंस नहीं थे. Correlating fact with fiction, however, would be a fruitless endeavor. That is why I say. So that's the reason we are not supposed to make any comparison. I think only the plot has been taken, but rest all facts are changed. This is Santiago Nasser, जिसका मर्डर हो गया. Santiago Nasser was murdered and the book Chronicle of Death Foretold recounts the incidents that led to his demise. Additionally, it explores the lives of some of the other characters also after he is murdered. Let us know the major characters. This is Santiago Nasser and this is Angela, जिनकी नई नई शादी हुई है बेडो के साथ, and these are the twin brothers of Angela. After Angela Vicario's wedding night, when her husband Beardo learns that she is not a virgin, the murder takes place. After 2 hours of rigorous questioning by her family, when San Roman returns Angela, she eventually confesses that Santiago Nasser was one who took her virginity. She takes name of this person, although in the whole story no proof has been given that yes, he really was the lover. So there is a ton of evidences throughout the narrative that refutes this charge that Santiago Nasser was the one who took the virginity of Angela. Pedro and Pablo, the twin brothers, Pedro and Pablo Vicario, 2 of Angela's brothers, take her word for it and murder Santiago in broad daylight in a busy public sphere. Let us see from where the story begins. Story begins from the wedding festivities. The formal festivities of wedding end at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. when Angela and her groom, Angela and Beardo, leave to consummate their marriage to celebrate the first night of their marriage, and the public says, however, drinking and dancing until midnight. Public रुकी रही ड्रिंकिंग के लिए और अलग तरीकों के enjoyments के लिए. Some of the wedding guests, including Santiago Nasser, he was one of the wedding guests, and his friend Cristo. तो Santiago और उसका एक friend Cristo, ये दोनों भी रुके रहे, एंजॉय करते रहे. क्रिस्टो इज द वन जिसके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हमें स्टोरी पता चलती है. और इनके ब्रदर, क्रिस्टो के ब्रदर भी रुके रहे एंजॉय करने के लिए आफ्टर मिडनाइट, एंड इवन डिड स्पेंड टाइम विद अ प्रोस्टिट्यूट मारिया at a brothel, and Vicario twins भी इनके साथ ही थे. That is the irony of the story कि Vicario twins भी इनके साथ ही थे, but they did not know by that point of time that Santiago Nasser is the person who has taken the virginity of their own sister. Now they move to their home and the husband asks her कि who has taken your virginity already. Following Angela's confession that Santiago Nasser took her virginity, her twin brothers decide to kill him. आज तो मार ही देंगे. They announce their plan to anyone who will listen. पूरे टाउन में घूमते हैं, सबको अपना प्लान बताते चलते हैं. And in part it seems they allow someone to stop them or warn Santiago. ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई ना कोई तो जरूर warn कर ही सकता था, but everyone behaves as though someone else will be there who can halt this revenge plan. कोई और कर लेगा, हमें क्या जरूरत है करने की। किस किस को बताते जाते हैं, एक लोकल पुलिस ऑफिसर को, एक मेयर को, एक बूचर को, एंड इवन अ लोकल प्रीस्ट। जो भी दिखाया गया स्पेसिफिकली कि जो भी प्रोमिनेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अथॉरिटीज हैं यहाँ की, उनको भी पता है, बट नो वन प्लान्स टू स्टॉप इट। By 6 o'clock a.m. of the day following the wedding, everyone in town knows that the twins are going to kill Santiago, and the irony is, Santiago has no idea about it. Few people try to warn him. उनका friend भी उन्हें warn करने की कोशिश करता है उनमें से, who has spent the morning with him. Christo finds out it too late. लेकिन it is too late and he cannot find his friend to warn him. ढूंढते हैं अपने फ्रेंड को हर जगह, लेकिन उनके फ्रेंड कहीं मिलते नहीं है उन्हें, and hence he is not able to warn him. The carrier brothers पूरे टाउन में ढूंढ रहे हैं, and suddenly they stop him while he stumbles through town. टाउन में ही घूम रहे हैं, अपने घर वापस आ रहे हैं, सेंटियागो बड़े आराम से अपने घर वापस आ रहे हैं. Look at the irony when he comes home. घर के दरवाजे अंदर से लॉक हैं. उनकी मदर सोचती है कि सेंटियागो तो रात को घर आकर अपने कमरे में सो गए थे. It is good to lock the doors to keep him safe. उनको अपने घर के अंदर ही एंट्री नहीं मिल पाती है. Pedro and Pablo catch up Santiago and stab him to death against his own house, his own door. Now a mob feels angry. The anger which could be shown earlier as well, murder के बाद show किया गया वो anger, and they chase Vicario brothers into a local church. The twins give themselves up and are locked in prison. Twins को prison पहुंचा दिया जाता है. The Vicario family meanwhile, ashamed by the whole ordeal, leaves town in disgrace. Vicario family town छोड़कर चली जाती है. The twins are tried 3 years later and acquitted. छोड़ दिया जाता है because the murder had been an honor killing. This is kind of a satire on the system of society. Upon his release, Pablo marries and Pedro re-enlists in army. आर्मी में भी जगह मिल जाती है और इस पर्सन को एक वाइफ मिल जाती है. What kind of a society people were living in. This is the greatest twist. ये दो लोग जिनकी वजह से इतनी chaotic situation हुई, they fall in love. Meanwhile, the story of Aidoo and Angela unfolds as well. Aidoo nearly drinks himself to death following the revelation that his bride was not a virgin. He is taken away from the town on a boat by his mother and 2 sisters. उनकी mother और sister उन्हें वहां से दूर ले जाती हैं उस town से. Meanwhile, Angela realizes while she is being beaten by her mother, in fact, that she loves Aidoo. जब एंजेला की मदर उनकी पिटाई कर रही होती है, she feels that, oh my God, I have fallen in love with my husband. After coincidentally seeing him in a hotel a few years after the marriage, annulled marriage, I must say, she begins writing him a letter every week. हर week उनको एक letter लिखती है. One day, 17 years later, 1717, yes, you listened correctly. 17 years later, Aidoo shows up at her door with one suitcase full of clothes, indicating that he wants to return to her. Aidoo उनके दरवाजे पर आकर अपना सूटकेस लाकर खड़े हो जाते हैं, and one suitcase was full of unopened letters. One theme of the story is honor killing. The importance of honor is so much that you can murder someone. How justified is that? The murder itself is committed in order to gain back the honor. Could the honor ever be gained back even if it was lost? अगर हम consider कर भी लें कि Angela lost the honor of the family, so was it gained after the murder? Most people in the society tend to think that disputes over honor are better left to those involved. जो इन्वॉल्व है उन्हीं को सोचने दिया जाए. Even the jury in Vicario twins case find them innocent because they killed Santiago to win back Angela's honor. तो सोसाइटी के अलग अलग व्यू पॉइंट्स हैं. इंडिया में भी आपने खाप पंचायत जैसे टर्म सुने होंगे जो कि ऑनर किलिंग के नाम पर किसी भी तरीके की ब्रुटैलिटी कर देते हैं. तो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि सोसाइटी का क्या रोल है इस तरीके की ऑनर किलिंग्स को स्टॉप करने में. One more question the story raises: how can a community knowingly allow violence to occur and further treat it as a public स्पेक्टेकल, जैसे कोई तमाशा हुआ हो, जैसे कोई अच्छी सी मूवी देख कर आए हो पिछले दिन और बस उसके बारे में बात करें. दिस इज जस्ट अ सोर्स ऑफ entertainment. How can this happen? How can society be so ignorant? By the time Santiago Nasser is, pinned to his own front door and stabbed before a crowd of spectators, lakhs of people, I'm exaggerating, I know, being hyperbolic, but lakhs of people, a crowd was watching it. Nearly the entire town did know about it, that what is coming up. Pablo and Pedro have announced their plans to all who will listen. Some people like Cristo and many others tried to warn Santiago, but they failed. So, Chronicle of Death demonstrates that the condition within a community that allow violence to occur are not so difficult to meet, they arise almost spontaneously. ऐसी कंडीशन का कोई प्लान नहीं होता है. कोई भी वायलेंस होता है तो पब्लिक इग्नोरेंट बिहेव करती है, बिकॉज वायलेंस उनके साथ नहीं हो रहा ना. And yet the fallout following a public murder is immense. लेकिन उसके after effects सबके लिए dangerous हो सकते हैं. This is something public needs to understand. Violence is easily committed, but the effects are irreversible. There is no U-turn. Only vigilance and moral courage can prevent it, and at least one of us needs to show that moral courage. I hope you liked the video. Please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel and provide your valuable feedback in the form of comments.